We're going to briefly discuss number 2. That's the second day. During this time, you get a more pronounced understanding that there are 2 doctrines. He begins to separate the dark, carnal waters from the spiritual waters, right? Now, y'all remember, Moses divided that sea, all right? And it's a metaphor, guys. There ain't no magic stick to split no water.
I was looking for it. When I was a kid, I was looking for
it. Man.
So, whenever it's talking about 2,
the rod is a correction.
Yes.
Rod is correction.
Right.
Yeah. Rod is, he took the rod, show him that, elder.
Okay, I got
show him that.
Yeah, when it's talking about
I don't want to throw
it's a doctrine that's correcting, okay?
Yeah.
He's able to show you both sides of something. He able to show you the carnal.
Was it 2 and 9?
To show you the spiritual. All right. What you talking about, elder?
Was it Psalms 2 and 9?
I got Proverbs 10:13 as well.
Okay. Yeah, because it's gonna have to tell them that the strongholds is what the churches, the churches are doing, the Christian churches or whatever, and the Israelites doing it too. It's doing the same thing. See that? Yes, he corrected them with the rod. Yeah, that's what he did right there.
Okay. Read that, elder.
Yes, sir. Psalms chapter 2, verse 9. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron.
That's a doctrine.
Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
See, that's what he's doing. He corrected them with the teaching. See, that's what he. So when he's stuck.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
A potter's vessel holds water. All right. When you use that rod, you're gonna break that vessel. All that old water gonna come out of it. Y'all see that?
There's 2 different rods. Let me get Proverbs 10:13 real quick. And 14.
That's what he's talking about. Moses corrected him with his teaching, his doctrine. He put that doctrine and that water with them. The Pharisees was teaching, and he split up that doctrine, carnal, spiritual. He corrected them with that rod.
Stop beating your kids.
Yeah, don't beat your kids.
Don't go to jail. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, don't do that.
Proverbs chapter 10, verse 13. In the lips of him that hath understanding, wisdom is found. But a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding.
I go that void again. That's carnal.
Go to 14:3.
See, we brought up void.
Proverbs 14:3. That's what you say?
Yes, sir. That is a different rod.
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 3. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them.
So he shows you that rods as his doctrines. Yes, this is doctrine. Yeah. So from the wise, it's a correction for those who are wicked, and from the wicked, it's a rod of pride. I mean, you turn away from God.
Yeah, that's that 11.
Yep,
that's that 11. Same thing.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now let's move on to the number 3. All right. At the third day, and incidentally, you know, everybody heard that man sitting up and there telling them lies about the third day, right? He won't tell you what it means. All right. He just gonna keep saying stuff because he keep hearing us talk about the third day. He ain't never explained it before, so he don't fully understand it. At the third day, you believe in the spiritual doctrine enough to convert. You have gotten enough understanding for you to convert. You have heard and studied enough to be able to discern the difference from spiritual translation and the carnal translation. It does not mean you are willing to kill the old man only. The righteous will do that. Okay?
Means you see it.
You see it.
Right.
Okay. It means that you see it and you ready to convert. The righteous gon' convert. Right? But the thing is, it's people out there who see what we see, but they won't convert. Only the righteous that see it are going to convert. Them people see everything we saying, but they dead enders. Because this how they pay for that big screen TV. All right. So they not gonna convert. Because if they convert, it's gonna cut that money off. So they not the righteous. The righteous say, I don't care what I lose. I'm gonna get that right there.
Yep.
Because I want to be I want to get salvation. I want to be redeemed.
Yes.
Remember when Christ said to sell everything that you have and follow me?
Yes.
And the dude was confused. Like, what you mean to sell everything? That's what he talking about.
Bro.
Yeah.
I
That's
can't
what
do
he
that,
talking
bro.
about.
Took me a minute.
So
to
what
get
you
this right
saying? What you saying? They lunatics.
Yes. Yeah.
They go in the fire. They fall in the fire. They come out the fire. They get washed with the water. They drop back in the fire. Somebody teaching them incorrectly.
They run right back to that vomit.
That's what.
Yeah.
They go right back to it.
Back where I'm from, they call that a lunatician, which is a professional lunatic. Let's get this third day picked up here so we get a better understanding of what it's saying.
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
And God said, let the waters
is the word. Mm-hmm.
Under the heaven be gathered together unto one place.
So he's saying he getting ready to allow the waters to come together, right?
He sure is.
Read.
And let the dry land appear.
That carnal, that earth, we already showed you. Earth means carnal.
Ain't no water there.
Ain't no water. Ain't no understanding.
No understanding.
Read.
And it was so.
Read.
Verse 10. And God called the dry land earth.
Okay, when you see dry land, earth, all that mean carnal. When he start talking about something ain't got no water, he starts talking about deserts and all that other stuff. He letting you know. That's how you read the Bible. Those are similar words. You got to put it together so that you can understand the parable. Read.
And the gathering together of the waters called he the seas.
Okay, so waters is wisdom. All right. Read. Now you know you got different types of water. Now you got that dark water too. All right. So all right. So that means that
Psalm 18:16. That's what it's saying. All on. It's so many doctors out there. Everything that you can think of, everything is a doctrine. Everything, anything.
But
it's a doctrine. Somebody had to get a pattern, and they made a doctrine off that pattern. Yeah.
They take those guys, they got carnal understanding, but there's some deep carnal understanding, and they use it to trick the righteous. All right. So them people that get you sitting up in there saying, well, look here, man, the blacks, there's a scripture over here in Deuteronomy 28:68 saying you're gonna know the children of Israel in the last days because they're gonna go into slavery on ships. And with your rudimentary understanding, you're gonna say, wow, that happened to me. Then he gonna look at you. He gonna say, did that happen to anybody else? And with your limited understanding, you gonna say, no. However, they ain't telling you about them Barbary pirates. All right?
Right.
Them Barbary pirates wouldn't put them white folks in slavery. Guess how they put them in slavery? On ships. So that means Deuteronomy 28 fit them white folks too. That's what I'm telling you. They come with that deep understanding, and it's used. That's that dark water. It's used to cause hatred because they gonna play up on the fact that black people went into slavery. Now, never mind, ain't nobody coming to wake you up in the morning. You got your own clock. If I was a master and I had a bunch of slaves, and my slave said, "Hey, master, I'm gonna go on ahead and buy this ticket at the airport, and I want to fly to Jamaica to go on vacation." If I'm a master, I'm gonna say, if that man ever get out from under me, he ain't coming back. But that don't happen. People go spend the money that they made when them slaves wasn't making no money.
Right.
And they had these crew of men who was going to try and catch slaves, because if them slaves got up out of there, they wasn't coming back. Why you coming back? Then they'll say, well, they got a situation where you got to use a passport so that you can't go nowhere. But the white folks got passports too.
Right.
Chinese got them too. See what I'm saying? They try and fill your head with a bunch of foolishness, and you so caught up in the hate, you ain't looking logically. Man, who in the world gonna pay a slave, man? Are you crazy? I got to pay you. You gonna do it anyway, or I'm gonna stripe you up. But that's not happening. Y'all falling for foolishness.
Yeah, now they slave. They volunteering to be slaves now.
Yeah.
Over there at IURC, number slaves.
Yeah. The man telling you,
debating about
you got it worse than anybody in the world, but y'all got actual cars. Y'all driving. I can't help them people who, unfortunately, they didn't apply themselves and they ended up in a bad situation. Some of those women, God bless them, but once they had them children, they weren't able to get a babysitter to take care of their kids, so they could not compete at the same level as them girls who didn't get pregnant. That just cause you have a baby don't make you a bad person. It just puts a roadblock in front of you because childcare costs a lot. So at the end of the day, that's why a lot of people don't have money. Some people got caught up in drugs, but you can't come back and say, being that I didn't take advantage of these opportunities, all of a sudden it's the white man's fault. That's ridiculous, because there's too many people out here making money. There's people living in some exclusive neighborhoods out here.
Yes.
If everybody a slave, why are all them boys over there at IUIC Atlanta living in the mansions? If they Israelites, they black.
Yeah.
Why they got doggone trucking companies with extra trucks, and they got them boys slaves driving their trucks.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Just like them sharecroppers did. Nobody don't want to talk about that.
Right.
But that's what's happening. Y'all got to be smarter than that. Y'all ain't no slave. Okay?
No.
You ain't never experienced what them slaves went through. You dishonor them by acting like after all that them people went through, and if they was just look and see how you living, man, please. But go ahead, Elder.
And God saw that it was good.
He liked the way that he set the situation up. He giving you opportunities to choose. Read.
And God said, let the earth bring forth grass.
Grass is wisdom. Okay, that's the people. Okay, you get wisdom. All right, from the people. Read.
The herb yielding seed.
Seed is wisdom. Luke 8:11. Y'all got that?
Yes, sir. And the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind.
A fruit tree is a prophet. Okay, he giving his fruit. That's his doctrine. All right, read.
Whose seed is in itself upon the earth, and it was so.
Now you got prophets who teach carnally. Y'all got that? Read.
Verse 12. And the earth brought forth grass.
Okay, read.
And herb yielding seed after his kind. And the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good.
Hey, Elder, yes. Isaiah 40:6.
That's a lot of spiritual interpretation right there.
Yeah. So we're gonna make sure we're gonna back up everything he just said about the grass.
Yeah.
We're gonna show you what the grass is real quick.
And they gotta remember. Go ahead, El.
No, you good. You good.
We spoke about Hosea 12:10. Similitude of any figure. Similitude. So it's similar. These things actually represent something because they're similitude. That's how the Most High talks. See, that's how he talks. So somebody, if they read it carnally, he'll say, he's a deceiver. That's the reason why I have it like that. He's a deceiver, because that's not how I break it down the parable. These are parables. Yes,
Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 6. The voice said, cry.
Cry means to teach.
And he said, what shall I cry?
As you said, what shall I teach?
All flesh is grass.
Flesh is doctrine. So all flesh is grass. Yep. As Elder said earlier.
And all the goodness thereof is as the flower.
Goodliness.
I'm sorry. And all the goodliness thereof is as the flower of the field.
Next verse.
Now the flower is, y'all just write this down, viewers. Song of Solomon 6 and verse 2. Those are doctrines, female doctrines.
The Lord said he has one lily.
That's a doctrine.
Right.
That's a doctrine.
The grass withereth.
So that understanding withereth.
The flower fadeth. Because the Spirit of the Lord bloweth upon it.
Every wind of doctrine.
Surely the people is grass.
Because don't everybody have a doctrine?
Yes.
Everybody has a belief system. Everybody has a way they view the Bible.
Yes.
So he's saying he's gonna blow his doctrine on top of it to give you understanding. This verse.
Verse 8. The grass withereth.
Yep.
Withereth.
That flesh, that doctrine gonna wither.
Fadeth.
That righteousness that you thought was good is gonna fade.
But the word of our God shall stand forever.
Okay. So that's what the grass is. Go back, Elder.
Okay. Now, I'm going to go back one. Right. And you're going to look and you're going to see it's a reason why he's saying this twice. All right. He's saying the same thing twice. So he's telling you at this third day, you're going to be able to weigh fire. That's what he's talking about. All right. So read that again, Elder.
Yes, sir. Genesis chapter 1, verse 11. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass. The earth.
You now know what grass means. Talking about doctrines. Okay. Read.
The herb yielding seed.
That's the doctrines. All right. Read.
And the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind.
His understanding, his wisdom. Right. Read.
Whose seed is in itself.
Is his doctrine.
Right.
Read.
Upon the earth.
Carnal.
And it was so.
So he's letting you know the Most High starts growing you at this third day, where you got an ability to understand certain things, right? Certain carnal things. You in the third day. Read.
Verse 12. And the earth brought forth grass.
The earth. So it's another part of understanding. All right. So he's telling you, he's giving you two examples of carnal, right? So you got people who are carnal righteous, and you got people who are carnal who are not so righteous. Y'all see what's going on? Kind of like, think about like John the Baptist. He was carnal, but he was righteous.
Right.
Y'all see that? Y'all see how that's going?
Yes, sir.
So like how you look at Elijah versus Elisha.
Yeah.
Elisha had a double portion. Y'all see that? So Elisha had both. Y'all see? Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So he's talking about the difference between a righteous prophet who's carnal and a wicked prophet who's carnal. Y'all see what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let's start over again, Elder.
Verse 12. And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good.
So it's gonna flourish. The understanding of the carnal gonna flourish. All right. That's what happened before. Because remember, previously, right, you had an understanding, right? But your understanding got tainted by certain means.
Right.
You didn't know a whole lot, but you knew not to hate nobody. Now, you didn't learn that from no preacher. You learned that from your mama. Now they say your mama too dumb and stupid to know anything, right? But your mama had sense enough to know, I ain't got the full understanding, but I know I ain't supposed to hate nobody. Now y'all
don't even sound right.
I just literally saw an advertisement from Gadaliah with a T-shirt saying, "Don't listen to the black woman."
Right
on a T-shirt.
Well,
so don't.
What you
so
say?
your mom. So your mom get a liar. Get a liar. So
Get a liar.
So you sat here all your life, listen to your mom who raised you.
Yeah.
And you turn around and talk about don't listen to the black one.
Right.
Exactly. You guys are idiots.
All right.
Foolish, man.
Okay.
Them dudes foolish. All right. So now he's telling you the carnal doctrine in you is gonna flourish. Because whenever we started getting a little bit of understanding, right, we was cleaving to the carnal, right? We had a little bit of spiritual, but we wasn't ready to go all in. Like with the situation with, Abraham's wife, right? We would always hedge it and say, well, we know he was married to an actual woman and all that other stuff. After a while, we just started telling you straight up, look, that's his doctrine. All right. Isaac, his doctrine, man. The man went and created a doctrine by the name of Isaac, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to know. We just this is where you at when you at the third day.
Yes.
You trying, you carnal.
Bold as a lion.
But you still trying to help your brother. You ain't got no wickedness in you. You just don't know, right? But you got a lot of understanding. You see what I'm saying? But you ain't using it for wickedness. But you haven't crossed over into the understanding of what the spiritual doctrine is talking about. That makes sense? Read that for me, Elder. Elder Johanna.
And the evening and the morning were the third day.
So now, the evening, you was in the ignorance of the full understanding of the spiritual, right? And the morning, you've gotten to the point where now you are ready to jettison that carnal completely. Well, the third day, now you getting ready to convert.
Right.
Day is the last part of that day. You waiting on your next lesson, right? So you've given up your belief in the in the carnal. Now this happened to somebody in the Bible about this third day. We're gonna go to 2 Kings. Famous king. Something happened to him. A lot of people don't know what this means. All right. We're gonna go to chapter 20. I'm gonna need you to read this kind of quick here, if you could, Elder. Your hand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, because I know it's getting rather late. Read that, Elder.
Other side, I can't see it yet.
You back, Elder Jariah?
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
I got it. 2 Kings 20:1.
Okay.
In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death.
Okay, this is talking about King Hezekiah. All right. People thought he was about to die. They don't know what it's saying. All right. What happening is Hezekiah getting ready to convert from the third day to spiritual understanding. They don't know what this means. All right. Because they don't know this is a book of prophecy. He telling what's going to happen to you in your day. A king is a priest. All right. This happening to the prophets. Okay. Read.
And the prophet Isaiah, the son of Amoz, came to him.
All right. So meaning a prophet going to teach somebody. Read.
And said unto him, thus said the Lord.
That's the doctrine. He gave him the doctrine. Read.
Set thine house in order.
Your belief system. Your house is what you believe. Read.
Yes.
For thou shalt die.
And also put God on your head.
Yes.
What God is saying, what that doctrine Christ is saying, because Christ, the doctrine was there.
Right.
Set that house, put God on your head first.
That's the Lord.
Yeah.
Read.
For thou shalt die.
You gonna convert. Read.
And not live.
Your doctrine over with. See that?
Yep.
He say it's over, buddy. Time for you to convert.
Time for you to convert.
Read.
And then he turned his face to the wall.
Face is doctrine. That's his doctrine. Wall is his doctrine, his defense system for his doctrine, how he protects his doctrine, his belief system.
He examined himself.
So that's exactly what's happening.
And prayed unto the Lord.
So he's accepting the Lord. Y'all see that?
Saying, I beseech thee, O Lord.
Yes.
Remember now how I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart.
Even though I was carnal, I was good. I love my brother. Y'all see that? Remember, we showed you two different. The Most High said you're going to come up with two different ways, right? Because you're going to be able to weigh the fight, right? He repeated it twice. One, you're going to be righteous. The person going to be righteous. And the other one is knowledge of wickedness, right?
Yes.
You're going to be able to weigh the fire, right? But you ain't got full understanding, right? So he telling the Most High, you know, Most High, I have tried my best to do righteously, kind of like how John the Baptist was. Y'all see that?
Yes,
he was baptizing them in water. Read.
And have done which was good in thy sight.
See that? So he did, even though I'm carnal, I did the best that I could to be righteous.
And Hezekiah wept sore.
Wept mean pray. All right. So he asking the Most High for this blessing and this understanding. All right. Read.
And it came to pass before Isaiah was gone out into the middle court that the word of the Lord came unto him, saying.
Okay, so now, and when he's talking about, you know, the middle court and all that other stuff, all right, you start talking about, he teaching this man, all right?
Yeah, bro.
He teaching this man the doctrine. So the thing is, the man starting to get the understanding of what Isaiah is saying. Y'all see that?
And then that middle court, the people got that law. That's the elders. That's the elders. That's the Ark of the Covenant, who they present to have the most intelligent people. The older people of the Zion.
Yes.
It's a courthouse, the law of God. That's what that's all it is. Not a really actual courthouse.
Right.
But
He's starting to understand.
That's all.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Turn again and tell Hezekiah, the captain of my people, thus saith the Lord, the God of David thy father, I have heard thy prayer.
Yes.
I have seen thy tears.
So he's saying, that man's sincere, right? So go on ahead and give him the information he needs so that he'll believe. Y'all see that? That's what he's doing.
Yes,
he's teaching Hezekiah the king. Read.
Behold, I will heal thee.
Heal mean he gonna give you the understanding. In Matthew 13, it says about, I think it's 13, 15, 13, 16. The most high, Christ say that he gonna heal you. All right.
Yeah.
So that means you get the understanding with the doctrine. That's you're healed from all of the plagues of your doctrine. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Your doctrine becomes pure when you understand the spiritual doctrine.
On the third day, thou shalt go up into the house of the Lord.
You're gonna get the spiritual understanding. You're going up. Y'all see that? He learning the highway. Y'all see that? And people don't understand what this thing's saying.
They don't understand. They don't understand. Yeah.
And I will add unto thy days
understanding
years.
So he's letting you know he gonna give you more wisdom. All right.
Yes.
Read.
And I'll deliver thee and this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria.
I'm gonna make sure that y'all ain't following that carnal foolishness that you learned before. You getting ready. You getting ready to change and start teaching your people a different doctrine. You ain't gonna be under the doctrine of. Sometimes he used Assyria. Sometimes he used Egypt. It's a doctrine where you following a doctrine other than the spiritual doctrine. The Most High calls a lot of them different doctrines by name. You see, the king of Assyria. Assyria is a doctrine.
Right.
Okay, that's what he's telling you. You ain't gonna believe in that doctrine that you came up with. Right.
That was the top-notch doctrine at the time.
Yes.
That's what the Assyrian, the Babylonians, the Philistines, those were the ones who had the doctrine that everybody was terrified of. The Israelite, the IUIC doctrine, we have destroyed it.
Yeah.
That's why he said you will know the righteous, because the righteous gonna stand bold, but the rest gonna run. Two gonna chase them. And what it say? Two gonna chase them out the way. You see who running. He tell look for the sign.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Read.
And I will defend this city for my own sake.
So now he gonna defend the spiritual understanding that you got now. You see that? Read.
And for my servant David's sake.
This is David's doctrine, the same doctrine I gave David. Y'all see that? This doctrine, this is a powerful doctrine that Isaiah teaching you.
Very powerful.
Yes.
And Isaiah said, take a lump of figs. Not a fig.
Right. Right.
And they took and laid it on the boil, and he recovered.
Now, is anybody out here believing that you could split open a fig and put it on some cancer and that cancer go away?
Right.
Ain't nobody that's stupid.
It's crazy.
Okay. That ain't what that's talking about. Now, figs is food.
It's food.
Given that doctrine. All right.
Yeah.
And
they'll use
that boil.
Apple.
Yeah.
Sickness.
Yeah. So he's saying that fig, that doctrine, this understanding that Isaiah is giving him is removing that boil, that plague in his doctrine. Y'all see that? Because he's following a carnal doctrine. That means he plays. He got leprosy. He got boils. All of that stuff when the Most High talk about
lunatic.
Yeah. Or botch, you know.
Brother, diarrhea of the mouth. Everything.
And everything. What's that? Boy got hemorrhoids.
Everything.
God, boy.
Hey, Elder,
Separation
did you deal with the 15 years, right?
No, I did.
Yeah, he got extra
Did you
time
go-
in his life.
But go ahead. Go ahead and bring it out if you want to.
2 Peter 3:8, real quick. One sentence.
He blind.
I know you
deaf.
brothers probably talked about the first day, but 2 Peter 3:8. One sentence and we'll go back to it.
Read that up.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 8. But, beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing.
One thing. Doctrine.
Thing mean doctrine. Yes.
That
when it be talking about creeping things. So he say fowls of the air, the beasts of the field, and then he's talking about every creeping thing. All of those mean prophets with doctrines. That's what that means. All right. So when it's talking about thing, they say a thing is a man in Ecclesiastes. This thing is a man. Okay, it's a man with a doctrine. Y'all see that?
Doctrine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years. And 1,000 years as one day.
That's the understanding when he's saying about the years and the day.
Yeah.
He's talking about not being ignorant. Have the wisdom.
Right.
It's the wisdom.
That's right.
When they say Christ gonna reign, we're gonna reign for 1,000 years with Christ. You have no idea what he's talking about. Talking about understanding.
That on it.
Y'all sitting up in there buying all of them capes for nothing. All right, brother.
Nothing.
Ain't gonna be no capes needed in that day, brother.
No.
Brother,
Yeah.
You can go back to your thing, bro.
All right.
What you on now, Elder? Numbers?
No, we still explaining the third day here.
That's it. That's right. That's right.
But go ahead, Elder.
2 Kings chapter 20 and verse 7. And Isaiah said, take a lump of figs.
Figs is wisdom. Read something you eat.
And they took and laid it on the boil. And he recovered.
He went and recovered his wisdom.
The understanding.
He gave him the spiritual doctrine. Y'all see that?
Yeah. He put him on the right road again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Read.
Verse 8. And Hezekiah said unto Isaiah, what shall be the sign that the Lord will heal me?
How do I know I got the proper understanding?
You got the right doctrine. Yeah.
And that I shall go up into the house of the Lord the third day.
How I know I'm gonna have the spiritual doctrine? What sign I'm gonna have? Right? Now here's one that these people are absolutely foolish. But y'all got to understand what this talking about. Read.
And Isaiah said, this sign shalt thou have of the Lord.
The Most High this is when you gonna know you got some sense about what the Most High saying.
That the Lord will do the thing that he hath spoken. Shall the shadow go forward 10 degrees or back 10 degrees?
Does anybody know what a shadow is?
Thing is, darkness.
Is it darkness? Yes. Okay, so now he's saying, will your ignorance go forward 10 degrees or will it go backward 10 degrees? Y'all see that? So he said, are you gonna get, is your shadow gonna go forward? Are you gonna get stupid? Or is it gonna go backward? You gonna get smarter? Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Verse 10. And Hezekiah answered, it is a light thing for the shadow to go down 10 degrees. Nay, but let the shadow return backwards 10 degrees.
You see that? He's telling you his ignorance is gonna go backward. It ain't talking about the Most High made the sun go back in time. That's what them people teaching y'all. They telling you that the Most High made the sun go back in the sky. It was a miracle. The Most High made it go from, okay, let's say for instance, it was 12 noon. He made it go back to 11:50.
Yeah. He moving ahead of the understanding. All he doing is moving ahead of the understanding now. He can look back and see the mistakes he made.
Right.
That's all it's saying.
Ignorance went backward. He got understanding now. He got wisdom.
That's all it is.
That's what it's saying. Okay.
That's all. He moved forward by the understanding of the light. That's
He
all
ready to
he can
go
look back
into that spiritual understanding. That's how he know he
same thing we see. We see some things we did that said that's so enough foolish. That Passover foolish. That tabernacle foolish. That doggone wearing them fringes foolish. And they're gonna see it. They're gonna see it. They are really gonna see it. Oh, they're gonna say, wait a minute. Oh, you mean I didn't have to buy a chauffeur? That's foolish. Right. You see what I'm saying? He's be thinking himself, and he, you know what I mean? That's what he's doing. That's all he's doing.
Yes,
same thing what Noah did. He told his sons walk backwards. Sam and Japheth, they walked backwards. They looked back at the mistakes in their mind backwards. And they corrected their daddy because their dad, he was naked at the time, meaning he wasn't clothed with the proper doctrine. Right. He wasn't clothed with the proper doctrine. He said, look at Pops. Remember, this is what how you supposed to correct this and this. This was let us get you back on track and put you on the highway, the spiritual, the carnal. And that's all it did. But his son Ham didn't correct him. He didn't correct him. You supposed to correct your brother, even though that's his father. Said, Dad, that really don't mean that. Let me show you what it actually means, Dad. And then correct your daddy.
Hey, Elder, Sirach 11:1. The degree. When you're talking about degrees, let's find out what that means. Because we gonna back up what you say. Because everybody, no, that's not what it means. Talk about degree. Talk about temperature.
No, they ain't gave no precept. The man said that sun went backward, brother. The sun went backward. It was a miracle. The Most High made the doggone sun. If it was the end of the day, the Most High said, well, go ahead and go back a little bit. Give him a little bit more time to shine. Right. That's what they teaching y'all. And he ain't gave no precept. He said that's what it means. Guess what? Yeah. That's the same way the Christians teach it too. What's the difference between your doctrine and the Christian doctrine?
Right.
Yes. The only difference is the people it's happening to is black. That's the only difference.
Yes.
Right. And I want to add something to it. See, all of them, not all of them, but a lot of people in IUIC used to celebrate Christmas.
Yes.
So when you look back 10 degrees and say that was foolish. Now you're worshiping a Christmas tree, really. Nathaniel. So I have built a molten image. Yeah. I have bowed down to him. Y'all gonna do the same thing. Y'all gonna look back 10 degrees and say, I was worshiping a fool. Wisdom of Solomon 14:12 said that's the beginning of sin.
Right. Yes. And the Christian doctrine, they're not using 2 or 3 either.
No. No, they're not.
I was not at all.
Yes, that's correct. So now a lot of people don't know that this is what that's talking about. This talking about Hezekiah converting from the carnal to the spiritual. It's no different than whenever Jacob fought the angel. It's telling the same story. It's telling the same story. They just don't know what it means. Okay, the man converted from his carnal Jacob to spiritual Israel. That's what it's talking about. They don't know it. But go ahead, read that, Elder.
Yes, sir. Sirach 11:1. Wisdom lifteth up the head of him that is of low degree.
10 degrees backwards.
That's ignorant. That's the level of understanding.
And maketh him to sit among great men.
And what you were saying is Isaiah 38:8 is what you were talking about, Elder. What you were just discussing.
Welcome to Zion.
Right. Yeah. This is what you were discussing earlier about that lie they were telling you. That's what they get it from.
Jariah smiled and Jariah said, Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
The shadow of degrees.
Man.
Isaiah 38:8.
Read that.
Isaiah chapter 38 and verse 8. Behold, I will bring again the shadow of the degrees,
Read that.
which is gone down in the sundial of Ahaz.
So I mean, he had no understanding because it went down. The sun went down.
Yep.
10 degrees backwards.
See what I'm saying? Means he
Yes.
had no understanding because the sun gone down.
Yeah.
So the sun returned 10 degrees, by which degrees it was going down.
So he got to understand the next verse,
Yeah.
and that'll be it. That explain it.
Verse 9. The writing of Hezekiah, king of Judah, when he had been sick.
Doctrine is plagued. That's what sick means. All right.
That's what it means. You got palsy, botch, or something.
Yes.
You got
leprosy,
ague. That's a fever. So when somebody trying to correct you by the spiritual interpretation, you want to fight them.
Yeah, you gotta hide.
They ain't what I'm told. I got a fever, and then you think about it. Say, wait a minute. All them brothers do is talk about love, and over there they talking about blowing up the white man and
Right.
this and that.
Ague mean you hot headed.
Yeah.
See that? Hot headed. We don't charge no money. The Bible say don't charge no money, but they don't, and they're gonna say they took all my money because that's what they're gonna do.
Yes. Yes. Read on, Elder.
And was recovered of his sickness.
He repented.
Yeah. He repented from that wicked carnal doctrine he came out of. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Read this again, and we'll be done with it.
2 Kings chapter 20 and verse 11. And Isaiah the prophet cried unto the Lord, and he brought the shadow 10 degrees backward.
He went, cried, mean he preaching. All right, he teaching this man, and he removed this man ignorance. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Read.
By which it had gone down in the dial of Ahaz.
So he did not believe in that doctrine of Ahaz no more, because the doctrine of Ahaz was carnal. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
So the man got the spirit. He got the proper understanding. That's what that thing talking about. All right. Yes. So now we gonna go to Numbers 19. I'm gonna give you a little bit more. All right. This is this third day we explaining. All right. We explaining the third day.
Numbers chapter 19 verse 11. He that toucheth the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days.
Okay, so if somebody touches the dead body, all right, a dead body is a carnal church.
You want to see a dead body?
Okay. so if he said, so he touched, what you touch with?
Your hand.
Okay, so hand is a doctrine. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
So you go on ahead and you start believing somebody else carnal doctrine, you gonna be completely unclean. All right.
Yeah, bro.
So 7 mean completion. Y'all
You
got
let
it?
leaven come into your bread. Yeah.
Yes. All
Because
right.
you learned a bad doctrine.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Now look at here. Read that.
Verse 12. He shall purify himself with it on the 3rd day.
He has to go through the process of purifying on the 3rd day. You got to go and convert to the spiritual. You got to get the understanding of the spiritual on the 3rd day. Read.
And on the 7th day, he shall be clean.
So you'll be able to reach the 7th level if you get the understanding of the 3rd day. Read.
But if he purify not himself the third day,
if you don't get the understanding of the spiritual doctrine, read.
Then the seventh day he shall not be clean.
Y'all see that? So he
Yes,
telling
sir.
you got to at a certain point you have to believe.
Yes.
Okay. It's a lot of people who got complete understanding of everything that we say.
Yes.
But they don't believe.
They don't believe.
So the most they can attain is 6, 6.
That's 6. It.
Y'all see
Let's
that?
prove that, El. Let's prove that, El. Go to I won't be long because we know this. Daniel 4. Let me go to it. Daniel 4. Daniel 4 and start at because I never shared it with the rest of the elders. But go to Daniel 4 and start we can start at 6. No, I'll take that back. 10, Daniel chapter 4 and 14. Now this is a parable, right? And remember we just read about that 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
7 is a number of completion, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It can be a completion being wicked or righteous, but you're going to be completed to that level, okay?
Yes, sir.
Started. Now, Daniel wrote about this. Daniel taught me a lot. Read 14. 4 and 14.
Daniel chapter 4 and verse 14. He cried aloud and said thus, hew down the tree.
The tree is what?
A man.
A man.
A prophet. Mm-hmm.
That's a prophet. Sir. Read.
And cut off his branches.
Everybody attached to him.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody attached to him. Read.
Shake off his leaves.
His leaves are medicine. You can read about it in Ezekiel chapter 47.
That's his doctrine.
His doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
And scatter his fruit.
Followers.
His doctrine. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let the beasts get away from under it.
Mm-hmm. The beasts are what? Ecclesiastes 3 and 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Men.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the fowls from his branches.
Those ones being elevated.
Too. Mm-hmm.
Prophets. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Verse 15. Nevertheless, leave the stump of his roots in the earth.
Carnal.
Mm-hmm.
Read.
Even with a band of iron.
What's a band? Band of
That's a
people.
doctrine. A band is something that constrains you. All right.
Yes.
Let's talk about the bands is people with doctrines.
People with doctrines.
Mm-hmm. And it's saying bands of iron and brass. That's not a high level metal.
It's not. So those are poor level doctrines, teachers teaching these doctrines.
Yep.
In the tender grass of the field.
He just told you what grass meant.
Yes.
He just went to it, literally gave it to you.
And the field is the earth. Matthew 13:38. Read.
And let it be wet with the dew of heaven.
Dew. A small amount of water.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding.
Yep.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
Read.
And let his portion be with the beasts in the grass of the earth.
Carnal. You see that? Everybody see that? He's getting to it.
Verse 16. Let his heart.
What's the heart?
Mine.
Read.
Be changed from man's.
Read.
And let a beast's heart be given.
See that? He's an animal.
Mm-hmm.
See, this what he turning into.
Yeah.
This Nathaniel. Read.
A wicked man. Mm-hmm.
And let 7 times pass over him.
That's doctrines. Okay.
7
times mean doctrines.
times.
I mean, yes. He got his got his own doctrine.
times.
His doctrine gonna be complete.
Let's see what God said. what Daniel's speaking on the behalf of the Most High. Read.
Mhm.
Verse 17. This manner is by the degree of the watchers,
Read.
and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
See that?
So he's saying we're gonna be able to see it, just
We
like
gonna see it.
he said it's manifested.
We
So
the-
we're gonna be able
we
to
the-
explain it to you.
Yeah.
That's
we
because
holy
we the
ones.
watchers. We the watchers.
Yes.
Okay. Because the Most High already said it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. See, he said it's the decree.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
The man got a beast mind. He
Mhm.
gonna work them down to they just
Yeah.
who he is. Read.
And giveth it to whomsoever he will,
Mm-hmm.
and setteth up it in the basest of men.
His mind.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Elder.
He's a base man.
See that?
He's a base man. He's
Mm.
Most High set him up.
He set him up.
The dude don't know. He
don't,
manifesting as the devil. The man don't
Brother.
even know it. He the devil.
You said Uriah. You said
Yes,
Uriah.
sir. Yes, sir.
7 times. Ain't nothing
Yeah.
we can do. We
Yeah,
stretched
he
out the
complete.
Most High arm. Yeah, he complete, bro.
He complete, bro. You
The cur-
completely
he
with
got
it.
the. Yeah, he gone. He gone.
Mm.
But go ahead, Elder.
Okay, we're gonna go to Hosea 6.
You see why we cry out,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
brother? We
Nobody
know.
don't want
We know
nothing to
what's
happen
in
to that man.
No,
Don't want something to
man.
happen to that man.
We love that
Don't want nothing to
man,
happen
man.
to
We
that
love.
man.
We love all them brothers, brother. Like Athan. He said you ain't gonna see it no more. We
Right.
advertised it for it out of the Bible. You're not gonna see it, brother. We cried too many times, brother.
Yeah.
But we moving on.
Read that, Elder.
Yes, sir. Hosea chapter 6 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Come, let us return unto the Lord.
Return to the Lord. Remember now, you came out in that first day of Eve, right? Now you about to return to the Lord. Mm-hmm. Read.
For he hath torn,
Mm-hmm.
and he will heal us.
You got torn up when we went into them carnal churches. Y'all see that? Read.
Yes.
He hath smitten,
Mm-hmm.
and he will bind us up.
Yeah, we got our bones broke going over there in them places over there, right? He gonna bind, he gonna put some cast on our bones. He gonna straighten our bones up. Bones mean wisdom. All right, that's doctrine. We gonna get the right doctrine. Read.
Verse 2. After 2 days
Mm-hmm.
will he revive us.
We gonna get some good understanding of the carnal in our second day, at our second level. Read.
In the 3rd day
Mm-hmm.
he will raise us up.
Mm-hmm. Up to heaven, spiritual. Y'all got that?
Spiritually,
Yes, sir.
elevate us, promote us.
Yes, to the spiritual understanding. Read.
And we shall live in his sight.
We gonna live. Live mean to preach. Okay, we gonna live in his sight. We gonna teach his doctrine. Y'all see that?
Sir. Mhm.
All right.
He gonna improve of us teaching in his sight. He
Mhm.
gonna prove it. See,
Yes.
y'all teach from me because I see you what y'all doing correctly.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
The number 3 also is associated with witnesses. Matthew 18 tells us you need 2 or better, 3 witnesses to prove something. The Most High explains, he explains that in Ecclesiastes 4, 8 through 12. That's talking about the fringes. 3 witnesses make a strong cord. Y'all
Yes,
see
sir.
that? That's what that's talking about. It ain't talking about you got to put them dingleberries at the bottom of your shirt.
Mm-mm.
All right. He keep using it. He used like whenever he talk about the 3 holy children went outside the devil's workshop in Riverdale, Georgia.
Right.
Yeah,
Salute.
Salute. There's some lions out there. No, for real. There's some real lions.
Right.
We'll tear you apart.
We withstood they furnace, and we had the Son or doctrine of God with us.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
see that?
They saw. They please bow down.
Yeah.
Didn't he bow down?
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
The man saluted, said, I tell you, I salute to you. But
Yes.
I'm going ahead to tend to my simple one.
Yes. That's right. Gotta tell you. He said, if you don't convert, remember we read that scripture said that, you know, at the 3rd day you had to go on ahead and you had to clean yourself up. You had to convert on that 3rd day, right?
Yes,
if
sir.
you don't convert, you will only be able to obtain the knowledge at the 6th day. You only gonna be able to make it to the 6th level.
Right.
Whenever you at 6, right, you got a lot of understanding. You understand both the carnal and the spiritual. You just don't believe. You will never obtain the 7th day, which is rest. Rest means belief in the spiritual doctrine fully. All right. So now y'all got a pretty good understanding of what it's saying. And I know I went past that Numbers 19, but it's Numbers 19, 11, and 12. But it's telling you got to convert on that 3rd day. Matter of fact, let's go back to it right quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna read it again.
Yes, sir.
I forgot to mention to that stomp.
Mm-hmm.
That stomp is the Bible.
Yes.
The stomp in Daniel 4, that's the Bible. We going to that stomp. Yeah. We going to see what we get out the Bible. He going to look in the Bible to stomp to see what he can get out the Bible.
Right.
You see.
Right.
He took the carnal, we took the spirit.
Verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
He shall purify himself with it on the 3rd day.
See that? He got to be purified, right? If he touch a dead body, right? He go and he learn a wicked doctrine. He got to purify himself. He got to convert from it, right? Read.
And on the 7th day, he shall be clean.
If he continues along this path, he gonna make it up to the 7th level, and he gonna be clean. See that? Read.
But if he purify not himself the 3rd day, then the 7th day he shall not be clean.
So he ain't gonna be able to reach the 7th level. He's only gonna be able to reach the 6th level. He gonna be calm. Now we're gonna drop down to 19.
Verse 19. And the clean person shall sprinkle upon the unclean on the 3rd day, and on the 7th day.
Yes.
And on the 7th day he shall purify himself, and wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water.
Yes.
And shall be clean at even.
So whenever you clean yourself on the 3rd day, meaning you convert, you change your clothes, right? You switch your doctrine.
Yeah.
You gonna be clean at even, right?
He clothed me with righteousness.
Yes.
29:14. Yeah.
Yes.
Isaiah 61, 10, 11.
Yeah. It's 1 Ezra 5 and 40 as well. It lets you know. When it's talking about clothes, it's talking about doctrines. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So that's what happens. Whenever you get to that 3rd day, you got to convert and believe to find rest. If you don't convert, or you just want to be like a Jeopardy contestant, you know a whole bunch of stuff, a lot of insignificant facts, but you don't believe, you cannot make it to the 7th level. All right. So now let's go to the 4th day. The 4th day is conversion day. All right.
Yes, sir.
Go back to Genesis. Read that out.
Genesis chapter 1 and verse 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven.
Yes.
To divide the day from the night. And let them be for signs.
Yes.
And for seasons. And for days. And years.
Okay, so now, whenever it start talking about them lights, signs, seasons, days, years, all that stuff talking about wisdom. All right. So let's go ahead and give you some precepts to make sure you know that's what it's talking about. All right. We're gonna go to Matthew 16. And again, this is how you have to go about getting your understanding. Read that out.
Matthew chapter 16 and verse 4. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign.
A sign. Sign is wisdom. Right? Read.
And there shall no sign be given unto it. But the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed.
What was the sign that he gave that Jonas had? How long was he in that well belly?
3 days.
Exactly. That's what a sign is. All right. It's wisdom. Jonah had to be retaught. A whale is a prophet. Okay. He had to be retaught because Jonah would not teach them people, them heathens. Jonah talking about the prophets of the day. Them people refuse to teach them people. That's the flock.
Yes, sir.
And the Most High said, I need to get you corrected. I need you to go ahead and make it to the 3rd day, brother, so you can go out here and teach these people.
It was a great city too.
Yes.
It's a great Nineveh was a great city, meaning it was a mixture of people in there. Remember?
Yeah. And he went.
Mixture of all types of people, cultures and
and he went races. And he went and he taught them people. So at the end, Jonas did the right thing.
Yes, sir.
All right. We're gonna go to 1 Kings 13. 3.
And when they started talking, they listened. Till they asked them.
Yeah.
When they found out, say you Hebrew.
Right. You supposed to have taught us.
And they humbled themselves. You supposed to taught us, man.
That's why he the ship. The people following him. The water start doggone about to sink the ship. Because these people ain't got no understanding. You got these people up in here arguing about what the scriptures mean. Because the prophet ain't told them what it means. So you got the Christian boy telling the Arab, the Muslim boy, he wrong. They fighting about it. You got the Buddhist guy trying to tell the Hindu guy this. They fighting about it. So here it is. The darn water is raging because them people disagreeing.
They disagree.
Because Jacob stopped teaching. He had one job.
That's it.
Stop teaching. That's why we in trouble. Because of Jacob. All right.
Jacob.
Read that for me.
1 Kings chapter 13 and verse 3. And he gave a sign. The same day. Saying, this is the sign which the Lord hath spoken. Behold.
Lord hath spoken. Sign spoken. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is a doctrine. A sign is wisdom. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir. behold, the altar shall
is
be
the fire.
rent.
That's the fire.
See that?
That's the
See,
fire.
the altar. What is he talking? He said the altar. So something is very important at that altar is supposed to be taught.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes.
It started at the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the ashes that are upon it shall be poured out.
We're saying that altar gonna be rent. Okay. That fire, an altar, that's where they burn the meat at. All right. That's the fire. That's James 3, 5, and 6. All right.
Yes, sir.
So he telling you that the sign of the Lord is going to rend that altar. He going to overthrow that teaching that they've been teaching. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Christ's doctrine is going to replace the doctrine that Nathaniel and them and all of these other carnal preachers is teaching. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
What we doing is we explaining to you what signs and time and all that other stuff mean. That's what we doing right now, so that y'all know. All right, we're gonna go to now. You know, Elder Johanan gave y'all a month. You know.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna go to Proverbs 15 and 23. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
A man hath joy by the answer of his mouth.
Mouth, that's a doctrine. Read.
And a word spoken in
Doctrine.
due season.
Seasons.
Yeah.
Y'all see that?
How good is it?
So he telling you seasons, signs, times, all that stuff talking about doctrine. We're going to go to Psalms 145.
You know how much money I could have saved if I knew this?
A whole lot,
Brother,
I'm sure.
it's a parable, brother. We got God, man. There's some folks gonna be mighty mad pretty soon. Just wait till their pocketbooks get emptied out.
Yes.
They'll come back to reality.
Yes, sir. Psalms chapter 145 and verse 15. The eyes of all wait upon thee. And thou givest them their meat.
Meat is what?
Wisdom, deep understanding.
Yes.
Spiritual understanding.
Yes.
In due season.
So that season talking about that meat. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
So season, whenever it start talking, we're going to go back to it. So we go back to Genesis. We're going to read it again so that you know this is talking about wisdom. At the fourth day, you got the wisdom. Y'all see that? Read it again, Elder.
Genesis chapter 1 and verse 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven.
Yes.
To divide the day from the night.
The spiritual understanding from the carnal ignorance. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir. And let them be for signs.
It gonna be for, like we just read, signs is wisdom. The light's gonna be wisdom.
And for seasons.
Seasons, that's wisdom. Read.
And for days.
Days is wisdom. We already went to Ecclesiastes 7:11. Let you know the sun is wisdom. Right? Read.
And years.
All of that stuff is talking about this is what's going to happen at the fourth day. All right. So now we go to verse 15.
Verse 15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so.
Who you think is giving the light upon the earth?
Christ.
No.
That one right there. And let them.
Yes, that's
them.
The lights. Oh, this. Okay.
That's the lights in the firmament.
Yes, sir.
All Okay,
Yes,
this
sir.
talking about the spiritual prophet. That's
Yes,
what
sir.
it's talking
Bruh,
about.
it's y'all.
Yes,
And-
sir.
Y'all
Yes.
Isaiah. It's
Yes.
y'all. Y'all got the
Yes.
light. Brother, I'm telling you, a lot of people, they can't get this deep. And I'm telling you, they can't.
Yes.
Can't. But they will. It's some
Yes.
people been with us, they gonna get it.
Yes.
It's gonna pop into them just like that.
Yes.
It's talking about you the stars.
Yes.
And you the star, and that stars fell to the earth. That's what happened to us all.
Yeah.
Who was in heaven, who was elevated at an elevated understanding.
Didn't hate
we fell
nobody.
to the earth. Didn't hurt nobody. So now we're gonna be. Well, you see that? We didn't hate nobody.
Right.
Who taught us to hate?
Yes, sir.
That man.
Who taught us to hate?
That man say hate all them people.
Some
Not
man.
only the people that actually did it, but they descendants too. All of them. The whole nation of them. That's what that man said. But the Most High saying, the lights in the firmament of heaven gonna give light upon the earth. That
Right.
The carnal interpretation people.
They gonna teach the carnal people. That's what y'all
get
doing.
They gonna get it. They gonna get it. We're reading it right now.
Yes.
They gonna get it. The ones who gonna get it. And I know Elder Stephen. How many more you got to break down, Elder? Because I didn't want to interrupt nothing. If you
we just gonna do the fourth day, and we just gonna have to do part 2. We'll just catch it. We'll just catch it next week because it's a long class, and I knew it was gonna be long. So I'm just gonna finish the fourth day, and then we're gonna go ahead and close it on that, and then we'll give them the rest next week.
I'll think about Elder Tobiah.
Yeah, I think he might have already left. No,
he probably have.
He's still there.
Okay.
Read that, Elder, verse 16.
Yes, sir. Genesis chapter 1 and verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
And God made 2 great lights. The greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night.
It sounds like something I said earlier.
Yes.
Wow.
He made the stars also.
So now y'all understand that the light, the people who got the light, that's gonna be the prophets. Okay,
that's them.
It's the prophets that's got the light. They got 2 lights. All right. They got light for the people who are elevated, right? The people that got the spiritual understanding, and they got light of the carnal too. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
He made the stars also. The stars are the prophets.
They're prophets.
Right? Okay, so we're gonna go and we're gonna get you a couple of precepts to make sure y'all understand that. We're going to Amos.
And the viewers can watch Stargazer.
Yes.
Understanding of the heaven, the stars, the moon, the sun. Watch Stargazer. We moved on. We love you. And Elder Stephen getting old.
Yeah, I've got
Elder King Johanna getting old. I'm wore out.
We did what we could for y'all. Read that, Elder.
Yes, sir. Amos chapter 5 and verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
But ye have borne the tabernacle of
doctrine.
Your Molech.
Yes, Molech that's a doctrine. It's a name.
That's a doctrine.
That's what. Now, what he telling you is it's a wicked doctrine. So he talking about a specific person, right? They think it's talking about like the Star of David and all that other. That ain't what it's talking about, bro.
That's
talking about a man.
Right, and
that's the thing again, right there.
Yes,
because it tells you right there. Verse before that.
Yeah, that's them. Yeah, that's them. That's the similitude.
Yes.
And Tiyuan.
Kion. Mm-hmm.
Khan.
Kion. Yep.
Your images.
Image. Who's the image? An image is a prophet.
Right.
Y'all see that?
Teacher
Sometimes it mention
of lies.
Sometimes it say teacher of lies.
Teacher of lies. That's right.
Sometimes it'll say Kamash Remfram.
Yes.
Sometimes
He talking about certain people. He calling off all these wicked prophets who teaching the carnal doctrines. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Now let's see who this star is.
The star of your God.
Star is that small G right there. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Read.
Which ye made to yourselves.
Y'all the ones who elevated that man.
Yeah.
Giving him all your money, decorating him up that Christmas tree. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's
putting
what
him
that's
on a jackass on the horse. and grown men crying.
Yeah.
Well, the boys over there, boys over there weeping for Tammuz over there.
Oh my Lord, brother.
Oh, you look so royal.
Yeah, bro. They cuss you out at the same time.
Right.
Tell your mama ain't nothing.
Well, your mama ain't nothing. Boy, go over there and tell your mama to straighten her wig up.
And shut them babies up.
Shut them babies up. If I hear another baby up in here while I'm trying to preach, I'm throwing you out.
Right.
They got a dog got their hand over the baby mouth. Come on, man. People something else, man.
Yeah, bro.
Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 41. There is one glory of the sun.
Understanding of the sun.
And another glory of the moon.
You got a different type of understanding with the moon.
Yeah. One light greater, the other one light lesser.
Yes.
Go right back to just the same thing.
Read on.
And another glory of the stars.
Some people have a different understanding. It's levels of prophets that's got understanding. Y'all see that? Read.
Yes, sir. One star differeth from another star in glory.
In I think it's in Sirach 33, verse 7 through 13. It tell you about some days are brighter than other days and all that other stuff. He talking about the prophets. All right. Some prophets got more understanding than other prophets. That's what he's telling you. But a star is a prophet. All right.
It's a prophet. The Star of David. That's what when they say the star, they were talking about Jesus. The Star of David. They were talking about him.
Yeah, he got the same doctrine.
Yes. And now they wearing stars.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. They're telling you that mean the Star of David, meaning put on that hexagram or whatever. Man, that ain't what they're talking about, bro.
That ain't what it's talking
about. Now look and see what this is. Read that.
Revelation chapter 22 and verse 16. I, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David and the bride.
He sprung out of Judah.
And the morning star.
He's a what? Jesus what?
Morning star.
Okay, he telling you Jesus is a star. That's a man.
What's the morning star? Because somebody tried to dispute this. Say, what's that one in?
The one in
Isaiah. Isaiah.
Yeah, sent to the one with Lucifer.
Is that no
14?
Yeah. Isaiah 14, and then you got it's 2 Corinthians 11 as well.
See, these wicked people talking about Christ was the devil because that star, but you don't understand. The morning star would be what? The sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sun.
Yeah, that's wisdom, brother.
He said, and the bright and morning star.
Yeah. That's wisdom, brother. But they'll be all right though. We ain't mad at them.
Son of the morning, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Isaiah 14:12. That's what they were trying to dispute. So, see, I said no. He says morning star and son of the morning is two different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
We gonna go to verse 17. What we telling you is what the fourth day is. The fourth day is your fourth level of understanding after you convert. All right. Read that, Elder.
Genesis chapter 1 and verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth.
So the spiritual prophets is going to give light to the people who believe in the carnal doctrine. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
They have authority, okay, over the carnal doctrines. So that means there's a reason why that man, whenever we correct him, he don't speak back, because he understands who has the authority. Anybody else, regardless of what camp it is, if they would have came and said anything close to what we say, that man would have jumped up and he would have told them up. But we don't see him talking about us because we have authority over that carnal foolishness.
We got the oil. We got the oil. When Christ showed up, he said it was 10, 5 gonna have the oil. And the other one's not gonna have the oil. And they're gonna say, well, give me some else.
That thing like that hey love brother.
Yeah, bro.
No, my brother. You got to get
No, my brother.
So, Genesis chapter 1 and verse 18. And to rule over the day and over the night.
That's the ark. The ark gonna rule over the whole thing. Y'all got that?
Yes, sir.
We not here to be, lords over the people or nothing like that.
Nah.
The thing is, all it's saying is we gonna have the knowledge. That's all it's saying.
Yes.
Because we seem to be right now. We just happen to be one of the more popular congregations that's teaching the spiritual doctrine. We not the only one that know this.
Yes, sir.
Right? We not lords over nobody. We just teach.
We don't have
what we know.
We don't have the bills. We don't have to fake the fault. We don't have the bills. Nobody threatened us. No. Keep your money. I turn down money a lot. I'm telling you, I turn it down a lot.
Yes, sir.
Keep your money.
Read that.
Verse 18. And to rule over the day and over the night and to divide the light from the darkness.
At the fourth day, you gonna be able to rightly divide. All right? You're gonna be able to rightly divide at the fourth level, the fourth day. Y'all see that? Read.
Sir.
That's when you see spiritual and carnal.
Yes, that's what that means.
Yes.
That's exactly what that means, Elder.
That's that bucket being thrown on you. Say, wait a minute, I see the light.
Right. Read.
Good job, Belushi. I see the light.
Got that glow. We got that Bruce Leroy.
The glow.
Hey, but you know what? I want to say something. So a lot of preachers, they see this light and what they do. Then all of a sudden, they don't keep going and learning. They fall back.
Yeah, exactly.
Then they say they can put their hand on you and heal you.
No, brother.
No, brother. You saw the light. You saw that little meat, and what you did.
You tried to doggone take advantage of the people.
Right.
That's what you did.
Hitting them with the Benny Hinn coat.
Yes. Right. Let me go to finish this up so we can get up out of here.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And God saw that it was good. Verse 19. Evening and the morning were the fourth day.
So that's when you get this is what level you're able to do at the fourth day. You've converted. All right. You believe. And you're able to discern the carnal from the spiritual. All right. Now, it was something unique about this fourth day. right? I'm gonna show y'all, and we go close it out after this, and then we're gonna try next week to see if we can't get the rest of it. How long did David reign?
40 years.
Yes.
You very
How
smart.
long did Solomon reign?
Question. How long were the children of Israel in the wilderness?
40 years.
You see that? Y'all see what's going on now?
Yeah. That folk. Yeah.
Telling you something, right? If you look, you'll see the pattern, right? That 40 mean because Moses did his part. He raised them people up to the spiritual level.
Okay.
See that? Don't get caught up in the zero at the end. It's the 4 you need to be paying attention to.
I went to that precept.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you guys got to remember. I went to that precept. 1 day is 1,000 years.
Yes.
1,000 years is 1 day. I got to remember that.
How long was the children of Israel in the land of Egypt?
It was 400 years.
400 years. Y'all see that?
It's level of understanding.
Understood fully. They believed in that Egypt doctrine. Y'all see that?
When did Isaac marry Rebekah?
Oh, I don't know that.
He was 40 years.
He was 40 years old. Okay.
He was going on his mother Sarah doctrine till he married Rebekah. That doctrine.
Yes.
40 years.
So just to give it to y'all so y'all can see it. You know, Elder, you had to find that thing about them going to the wilderness. I mean, they staying in the wilderness for 40 years.
You know, a lot of times I say stay in the ark.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't stay on the spiritual interpretation, you go right back.
Yes, sir.
You go back some. So if you stay on the highway all the time, guess what? You'll get the spiritual interpretation all the time. You'll get it faster.
Yeah.
Because what we had to do, we battled it. The Most High, he gave us spiritual interpretation. We fell back a little. We had to purge that out. Remember? Then we got a little better. We had to purge that out. Purge that out.
You have Numbers 32:13. We start there.
Okay. Well, we gonna show them because I mentioned David and Solomon first, and then we're gonna go to Numbers. We're gonna close it out. Read that, Elder.
Yes, sir. 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
So David slept with his fathers and was buried in the city of David.
Doctrine of David. Y'all see that? City mean doctrine. Y'all got that?
Verse 11. And the days
wisdom
that David reigned over Israel,
the spiritual doctrine,
were 40
spiritual congregation. Yep.
Yes.
7 years reigned.
Was how many years?
For 40 years.
So he brought Israel up to the spiritual level. He telling everybody in David's congregation, his land, they all was at the level of spiritual. The whole nation understood spiritual. And don't think it was just Israelites. That man had every walk of life.
He circumcised everybody's mind. God got on that. Go on David. Yeah, he got on him. But that next part right there, 7 years reign and where?
7 years reigned he.
That's a doctrine right there.
Yes.
That's Caleb. Caleb doctrine right there, Hebron.
Yes.
7 years. So he had complete understanding of that. Y'all see?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's where Caleb came from. That doctrine right there. That doctrine right there.
Read.
And 33 years reigned he in Jerusalem.
He had the spiritual doctrine. Y'all see that? We're going to 2 Samuel, chapter 5, verse 4.
2 Samuel chapter 5 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
David was 30 years old when he began to reign.
He converted. Y'all see
Mm-hmm.
He was at the third day and he converted, just like Hezekiah. Y'all, I know y'all see that.
Yes, sir.
He began to teach. Reign, he started teaching.
Yes. Read.
And he reigned 40 years.
Them people was at the fourth day under David. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
All nationalities. Amalek, he converted Amalek. We can prove it. He converted the Edomites. Moab. I mean, they were tight. The Moab king and him were tight.
Remember, he went down there and he converted them people from Ammon after they went and embarrassed his men.
Yes. Cut out the to the buttocks. Yeah, I understand. But yeah. They had half of a garment. They lost the spiritual interpretation.
Yes.
They went carnal.
Read that.
1 Kings chapter 11 verse 42.
Mm-hmm.
And the time that Solomon reigned in Jerusalem over all Israel was 40 years.
All them people was at the spiritual level. They tell him that's what's going to happen again. Israel is the spiritual nation, Zion.
And
those people going to get taught the fourth level.
Yep.
If you Zion, you at the fourth day.
Yep.
Yes.
Y'all see that? What's that one of the numbers that you had for me, Elder?
I got
Remember, he had rest on all sides.
14,
all
33,
sides he had rest.
34.
Mm.
Then we're gonna go Deuteronomy 2 and 7.
Read that, Elder.
Numbers chapter 14 verse 33.
Mm-hmm.
And your children shall wander in the wilderness 40 years.
The people gonna wander in the wilderness until they reach that fourth level. Y'all see that?
They're gonna do it.
Read.
And bear your whoredoms.
All them wicked doctrines that you got.
Yes.
All the wicked
You're gonna
doctrines.
teach it. You're gonna ask questions about it. It's gonna teach against it.
Yes.
Yes.
Read.
Until your carcasses be wasted.
Carcass is a body. Carcass is a body. That's a congregation. Read.
Be wasted in the wilderness.
They're gonna get rid of all of that carnal foolishness.
Yeah. You're wasting your time.
Gonna be a dead body. They're gonna leave that mess in the wilderness.
You want to see a dead body?
They're gonna leave it, brother.
You want to see
It's coming.
You said 34 as well, Elder?
Yes, sir. And then Deuteronomy 22 and 7.
Read that, Elder.
Verse 34. After the number of the days in which he searched the land.
So that's all the questions that you were asking. That's searching the land. You're going to ask questions about the I had a question about this. That's searching the land.
Yes, that doctrine.
Even 40 days.
Yes.
Each day for a year.
Day and year mean the same thing.
Showed y'all that earlier.
Shall ye bear your iniquities.
All those carnal doctrine lies that you had, you're going to bear them.
Yeah, you're going to bear. You're going to be toting around that garbage.
Even 40 years. And ye shall know my breach of promise.
Go to the next verse real quick.
Contract.
Because y'all understand now, them 40 years, them was lessons that they was getting out there.
Yes.
Okay, they was getting taught. Okay, all them doctrines to get to that level.
That's what's happening right now. It's happening right now.
That's what's happening.
All these videos you see, that's the fourth day, 40 days, 40 years.
Yes.
They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it.
And after they went out there and until they crossed that Jordan River and caught that peace. Read that, Elder.
Verse 35. I, the Lord, have said, I will surely do it unto all this evil congregation.
So, because you got to remember, they came to the border of Canaan. So the children of Israel came to the border of Canaan, so they was learning how to hate their brother. So they was doing evil on the side of the Lord.
Mount Sinai and all that stuff. What was in sin?
Yeah.
That's what Canaan means. You got a Cain doctrine. You're Canaanite if you hate. That's your father if you hate someone. Don't care what race, color you are. That's your father. That's the doctrine you're going on if you hate.
That are gathered together against me. In this wilderness they shall be consumed, and there they shall die.
They shall convert. Deuteronomy 8:2. We ended with that one. Because he doing this for a reason. That's why he have us teaching. He's going to explain to you reason why you have to wander in this wilderness.
Read that out.
Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 2. And thou shalt remember all the way which
doctrine.
The highway, literally the highway.
Which the Lord thy God led thee 40 years. Led thee these 40 years in the wilderness to humble thee.
To what?
To humble thee.
Because y'all think that you better than everybody.
Yes.
Because your skin color, you think you better than everybody.
Yeah, bro. Boy, they gonna get a whipping.
Because you got a certain understanding, a carnal understanding. You think you better than everybody.
Yes.
Right? God said he gonna put you there to humble you because you're gonna have people that's out there making you look stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
And to prove thee.
Will you convert?
To know what was in thine heart.
That was, see how you wrote that? That was in the back. Now it's not, shouldn't be in your mind no more.
Yeah. That hatred.
Yes.
Whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no.
That's the reason why he trying you. Right there.
That's right.
That man, that thing gonna run you down. Heed to my words, he gonna run you down till your tonsils hang out.
I know that's right.
What's that one that from Django? He gonna work you till your back break you out.
That's right.
What you
gonna put you in the head and throw you down the hole.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. He ain't giving you no mercy.
None.
All praises to the Most High. We only got halfway through it, but we got a lot of it done. All praises to the Most High.
Yeah.
But we've come a long way, guys. We've come a long way. Now you guys have a better understanding about what some of these numbers mean. All right. Now, you still have to, go and get context about what stuff is talking about. It's easy to know that this means this means that, but you got to look at the entire thing. Like you saw how we was going through and we was willing our way through to give you understanding of why it was saying what it was saying. Okay, so even like when Elder Samuel was talking about Daniel 4, it was more that went to it, so you had to keep up. So it's good to know what it's talking about. It's talking about at certain levels, right? Remember what we discussed. We said that at the first day, that's the first level of your understanding. That's whenever you make the decision that you about to leave this foolishness. That's your Passover. All right. You about to kill the lamb. You about to get rid of this foolishness that you've been following. All right. I ain't talking about no lamb over there at the IGA or the Pathmark. All right. You the lamb, son.
You the lamb. And you eat the lamb, Christ, the word of God.
Eat,
that's the lamb.
Learn. Eat, learn.
Right.
Learn.
Second day,
Christ.
You get more understanding of the carnal. You're kind of moving in the range of John the Baptist. You kind of got a little bit more understanding. At the third day, you got a great understanding of the carnal, and you're ready to convert. You are ready to convert. All right. And the Most High, whenever you die, the Most High, He gonna take the shadow back 10 degrees. All right.
Yes.
Y'all see what's going on. That 10 means something as well, but we'll get to that maybe on the next class. But in the fourth day, that's when you convert and you go full-fledged spirit.
Yeah. Be like John Belushi and the Blue Brother, run toward that light. When you see it, I see the light. I see the light.
But remember, you have to convert on the third day. If you don't convert on the third day, meaning you start believing in the spiritual. I gave y'all the example. We were teaching all them classes and we would always hedge our bets. Well, we ain't saying that so-and-so wasn't married to a woman. We just telling you the woman is also a doctrine. After a while, we started saying, look, we believe based on these scriptures right here that woman is talking about a doctrine. I don't care what woman you see in there, it's talking about a doctrine.
It's talking
That's
about
when you believe now. That's when you at the fourth day. When you believe.
And I wanted to talk this through too. You remember the parable when Jesus was talking, and what's in the scriptures? And it said an angel gonna come down and you're gonna stir up the water.
Yes.
And the ones who get in that water gonna be healed.
Yes.
Well, you better get in that water when you see the spiritual interpretation. The angel come down because he's telling you there's plenty of water in this pool.
Yes.
Get in that water.
Yes.
That's what the angel came down, he stirred it up. And whoever got in it, it was healed. Then all of a sudden, everybody looking for somebody to get healed, but the angel don't left.
Yeah. Exactly.
When you see this light, get it.
Now, they got this saying down south. Like whenever you go up in there and you say something controversial, they call it stirring the pudding. All right. So that's what's going on right now. Again, a lot of the stuff we saying, y'all ain't never heard it before. Some of y'all sitting up there, they sitting up there like, but I thought the Lord made a magic fig to put on that wound that Hezekiah had so he could go ahead and heal him. We telling y'all that's a bunch of foolishness.
Right.
And we explained it. Right. We explained it with the precept. We showed y'all what it means. That's stirring that water. We stirring the water is the doctrine that y'all done heard. That's the water. The Most High, He destroyed the world one time with water. All right.
That fire.
Now He doing it with fire. Y'all see that?
Burning them trees. We burning them trees up.
He's burning that water that y'all done learned. That's that y'all got that carnal understanding. We stirring that up. We making y'all realize that's foolish.
Right.
All right.
Yes.
So all praises to the Most High, to all of the people who was able to stay. We're a little late today, but you know, at the end of the day, we had to get it done, and we'll try and get the rest of the numbers in on another class. But if anybody has anything else to say, you know, we're gonna go on ahead and bid you all a shalom.